Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the fourth time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they're trying to pull off what only 3 teams have done before, go from Super Bowl losers to Super Bowl champions.
Last team to do that, the Patriots, Super Bowl 52 and 53. Before that, you've got to go back to the Dolphins in Super Bowls 5 and 6, and the Cowboys in Super Bowls 4 and 5.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And here's Isaiah Pacheco to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Well, the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Mahomes now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. This is taken at the 15. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes, an MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, Offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. It's taken to the 26. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. Well, Patrick Mahomes, guys, he's playing at such an elite level. Defensively, coming into a game like this, Charles, it's got to be a lot of things, but what worries you the most?
I think you're exactly right about that. The list is extensive about what worries you. The way he can move, make completions on the run, the way he can throw against his body, heck, make left-handed throws, you name it, he gets it done. The biggest thing, though, is once he gets into rhythm, trying to get his timing chipped away, trying to stop that is really difficult to do.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it! Touchdown! Kadarius Toney from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception.
This is your game, baby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a run there by Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work.
Lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On first down, Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Here's Pacheco. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Now here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll throw now on the final play. His throw incomplete. So we've arrived at halftime here in Super Bowl 57. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
What's always interesting about situations like this is that in both locker rooms, both staffs were preaching a quick start. One of them actually got it done.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Pacheco. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. From the gun, a give to Penny. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And fans of Pennies can certainly celebrate seeing that run because after 2021 breakout year, 2022 was cut short by injury. But if there's one thing Philadelphia knows how to do, it's run the football. They targeted Penny as a free agent, knowing he could be a lead guy in their offense.
Hurts. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Inside handoff, Penny. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 38.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll run it again with Penny. And some room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 62 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that we're starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Penny up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's a give to Penny. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Mahomes firing complete. A very solid gain of 27.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Mahomes now on first down. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Mahomes. And it's caught. Third down and goal coming up here. Mahomes. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught on the right side of Smith. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
It's all like popcorn. Come on now. It's all like popcorn. Let's do this, man. Let's go, man.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he's got room. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.